In today's video, we're going to give you some straight talk about things you have to watch out for if you're trying to make it as a rapper in 2022 or 2023. Before we even get into this list, the next video after this will be a bunch of signs you will make it as a rapper in 2023, so don't trip too hard over these, but we wanted to make sure that you knew what not to do, as well as in the next video telling you what to do, because you should be aware that a lot of people who have nothing to do with music will tell you even watching videos like this prove you aren't going to be a rapper. I'm here to tell you that's absolutely not true. The fact that you're even searching out for answers and advice about how to improve your chances to make it in music puts you ahead of like 90% of artists out there. The danger is knowing which advice is actually useful and based in fact, and which advice is just trying to sell you a dream or swipe you for likes and comments. But we'll cover that more as we get into the list. And by the way, when I say make it, I don't just mean have one hit record one time and then end up in rehab or jail. I also don't mean have one song that charted on Billboard or iTunes one time and then said you've made it. I mean having a profitable, sustainable career where all you do is music if you choose, you get paid to travel for music, people love your music, and you're happy with yourself as a rapper. Major difference. With that all said, here are 7 signs you're not gonna make it as a rapper in 2023. The 7th sign you're not gonna make it as a rapper in 2023 is you don't handle fear well. This usually shows itself in 2 ways. A, you can't make it as a rapper if you don't leave home. Going back to the if you watch videos like this, you won't make it mentality, there's nothing wrong with watching videos like this as long as you implement the advice and frankly, leave your house. I've been coaching rappers online for almost a decade, and it amazes me how many rappers have no evidence that they actually leave their bedroom and try to get shows or attend music networking conferences, even though every music career advice video, even the angry ones, tells you to get outside and meet people. The truth is, frankly, these bedroom rappers, as I call them, don't know how to handle their fear of being judged well, and so they spend hours watching videos on how to start a music career when the only career they really need to start is a social one. So that's the first way. And B, you won't make it as a rapper if you're scared to look uncool. The second way, more common to artists who've already made it, or at least have some clout, is they have a fear of looking uncool. You see this a lot in places like LA, Atlanta, or New York. These are the rappers that have the look down, they got the drip, their style is on point, but when they get into a function or position to actually make moves, they don't take it because they have a natural fear of looking uncool or just go with whoever they think looks like they know something in the industry rather than searching for real talent and expertise. Which brings us to 6th sign you're not gonna make it as a rapper in 2023. You listen to unqualified advice because it sounds good. This is probably one of the most common reasons rappers can't make a career outside of their bedroom or at best their city. I started doing YouTube music education videos back in 2014 when the advice scene was basically non-existent. At the time, I already had 11 years of rap experience, US tour experience, record label meetings, and a bunch of other cool stuff before I even made one video. At the recording of this, I added a 15-country world tour, music videos shot with producers who've worked with everyone from Drake to Kendrick, attended several teaching sessions with Eminem's personal voice coach, multiple ghostwriting credits, and a bunch of other stuff before I would even feel the right to make a video like this. In the meantime, there have been a crop of new music advice gurus who essentially have no evidence that they've ever made a full-time income from music, ever been on a tour, or even left the country, let alone be on an international tour off the strength of their music. I say all that not to brag, but to say it pains me every day I see artists saying, "Damn, a lot of gems," or "You give me so much hope and motivation," to people that don't even seem qualified yet to make their own full-time income on music, let alone teach you how to do it. Only listen to advice from people who have lived a life you want to live, not just because you like how they sound. Now, if you're interested in learning how to do music full-time in under 6 weeks from somebody who's actually done it, click the first link in the video description to take part in our 6-week amateur to professional artist course, Rap Tycoon, where we will show you in just 30 minutes a day how to start a rap career and even start your own record label if that's your desire. 5th sign you're not going to make it as a rapper in 2023 is you believe that everyone in the music industry is evil. If you look at most videos that start with the phrase music industry, Google predictive text will predict you want to end with sell their souls or Illuminati or things like that. What this means is so many people are just looking up videos to confirm their belief that everyone in music is evil. This always makes me cringe because I notice the people who believe this stuff never mention it about the so-called lyrical rappers they enjoy or artists they think are good people, and yet those artists are still in the music industry. So if you believe everyone successful in the music industry is evil, then you believe Kendrick Lamar is evil and has sold his soul, right? You believe that J. Cole has given up his morals to the Illuminati, I presume, right? Oh wait, no? What? They're different? Why? Because you like them? Look, I've worked with people at different levels of the music industry for over 10 years, including multi-platinum artists with plaques from songs. This year, I've gone to sessions at the new Warner Music Group headquarters in downtown LA, and 95% of music industry people are just like you and me. They're working an effing job and trying to get a promotion. Where exactly does the devil worshiping start? Is it the janitor? Is it the IT department? Oh no, it's like the A&Rs and people like that. I know another A&R at a different group, one of the biggest groups in the world in the music industry, and he's a 24-year-old who just graduated from an Ivy League school. When we wanted to keep recording after 8 p.m. at the studio in the building, he started taking a nap and listening to the baby while DMing some chicks while collecting his overtime. There wasn't an Illuminati meeting he was missing. He was a normal kid in his mid-20s. Anyway, forget about that mini rant. The point is, if you are a paranoid artist that doesn't handle fear well and concocts weird stories in your head about demon dinners between A&Rs, you're not gonna make it as a rapper. Fourth sign you're not gonna make it as a rapper is you're not a team player. This is a big one as well. Look, everything good in life came from teamwork. Even if it's the most gangster street rapper on Lean 24/7, better believe the hustlers behind him are expert businessmen and would never let the golden goose drown in the pond of money they're making. As I mentioned in the first tip, what hurts a lot of these street rappers or artists who supposedly get blackballed is that they get too defensive or fearful and end up dropping the ball when it comes to being professional from a business standpoint. Regardless of your background, be aware that the ability to professionally strategize with people from different backgrounds will always be a necessity when you're dealing with a career worth millions. You're a nerdy suburban kid who's never chilled with people from the streets and wants to make music, you better grab your nuts because there's a whole lot of streetwise people in music who will swindle you for everything you've got if you don't wisen up. You're a hood rapper who never left the trap and don't trust people in suits, you better learn how to tighten up and put on a smile because a whole lot of money will be left on the floor trying to preserve that street image. Being a team player is as much about knowing when to pass the ball and when to shoot it when it comes to this game. Third sign you won't make it as a rapper in 2023 is you don't know how to control your emotions. I put it this way because I wanted to make a point about substance use in the industry. Gotta say substance, right? You know, YouTube. Look, nobody knows you better than yourself. If you found that you can use substances, however you define them, and are not prone to emotional outbursts, fights, embarrassing moments, and anything that can ruin a career, then go ahead, have fun. You know what, and rock and roll. I can't say anything these days. If you found that you actually make a lot of music when you blow a little bit of that la-la, as long as you can be equally productive sober, rather than what most rappers do and convince themselves they're better when they're, out of it and then end up watching Rick and Morty for 3 hours. If you can pull it off, go ahead. But if you are like 99.9% of us where too many substances, parties, craziness put in our body makes us freak the out or literally ruin our lives, and you do too many of said substances, be prepared to not make it as an artist. Second sign you're not going to make it as a rapper in 2023 is you're a terrible money manager. This is kind of similar to the point about substances. There are tons of examples of rappers with diamonds, cars, and a bunch of other material things that appear like they're good at handling money, and then within 2 years they are selling jailbroken iPhone 7s on your local King Boulevard. There are also many examples of rappers with diamonds, cars, and things of that nature who actually have structured branding deals with companies and their money is solid. So do not fall into the trap that assuming because someone is showing or not showing diamonds, that means they're good with money or not. Even more importantly, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. In other words, if you're a bad money manager now, you will be a bad money manager when you miraculously blow up. You know how many rappers I see in my comments who watch how to rap or similar channels and say things like, I can't afford a microphone right now, but when I get one, I'm going straight to the top. How can I do an Instagram promotion for $1 a day and blow up? Look, homie, if you cannot scrounge together $100 for a microphone for the supposedly main dream of your life, if you can only afford in a full month to put together $31 to promote your supposedly amazing music that everyone needs to hear, you need to stop worrying about rap right now and learn how to be a man or a woman. You need to learn how to manage your money, and don't try to look for rap lyrics where rappers said they were poor to try to justify the fact you're not managing money properly. Stop looking for exceptions to prove the rule. You are not that special. You need to work if you really want to make it in this game. And first sign you're not going to make it as a rapper in 2023 is you are a stan. I'm not talking about Eminem fans here specifically. There are people like this for every rapper. This is going to be a tough one to swallow, but if you self-identify too much with a particular rapper or group or set, whatever, to the point that they are your profile picture, that you would probably faint with excitement if you met them, you think you're gonna be best friends with them when you miraculously blow up and meet him or her and start gushing with excitement that somehow doesn't weird them out. If you are a stan and not the man, you're not gonna make it, homie. Look, nobody likes to be around somebody they think is trying too hard to be their friend. You know that kid in middle school who liked to chew on crayons and then one day came up to you like, you wanna be my friend? Yeah, you know that one kid in every movie that's obsessed with a hot cheerleader girl and then she disses him because he's too thirsty? You know the expression thirsty? The whole point of it is if people think you put them too high on a pedestal, it's gonna weird them out and they're not gonna work with you. Just remember what happens in the actual song Stan, dog. Stan didn't become Eminem's friend. Stan didn't make records with Shady. Stan killed himself. All right? Wow, now that's the end of the list. If you want to make an actual music career, be sure again to visit the first link in the video description to find out how for 30 minutes a day you can start a full-time rap career, even if you're in school or have a day job. And I want to see you in the comments. Have you been guilty of any of these? Let us know. I've been your host, Drew Morrissey, the big homie for How to Rap. I'm out.